Well, welcome everybody to Life After Dark. Let's get back on our Will's Rise character, survival mode. Load this game up. Will's Rise, we're on day 96, 47 minutes with 60% of the world explored, and we're in Timberwolf Mountain. Now, in the last episode, I had attempted to make my way back, well, in this case, to Blackrock. Alright, where are we? Let's get a bearing on our status here. Looks like we got to drink some water. So there was a question on Reddit that I read. Would you support two-player? And I've said in the past, I'm not a big fan of multiplayer in the Long Dark. However, I would support it because I understand a lot of people do, like the idea of having, the Long Dark be a multiplayer game. Now, with that being said, they have to keep the integrity of the single-player mode. Because I don't think I would be playing multiplayer for the most part. Maybe to try it out. Alright, it looks like most of our clothing is in pretty good condition. Except for our rabbit skin hat. And our mitts. So I don't think I have any rabbit skins on me. Let's take a look and see. Now we're currently somewhere in the upper tiers of Timberwolf Mountain on our way to the summit to drop off some gear before we ultimately head to Blackrock. No rabbit skins. And it's at least just about to be daybreak, so I think we have enough sunlight to go ahead and get out of here. Let's get our lantern out, though, just to take a look around and see if we're not leaving anything in this cave that's important to us. Alright, so our bedroll, let's pick that up. Okay, I remember where we are now. We're very close to the entrance to Blackrock, so I think what we're going to do, most of this is going to head to the summit with us to, lay the foundation for our Timberwolf Mountain summit base. That would include this bear hide, this wolf meat, and this venison right here, as well as our canned goods and a couple deer hides. So, before we go ahead and head out, let's make sure that we have some pots on us or something. Nope, those are the only pots that we have. Alright, let's get our pots. Before we head out, let's make sure that we don't have any steak on us. And actually, we should eat some of this this meat. Probably, I would say, the wolf meat, since we'll have no supply. We'll have no trouble getting wolf meat, especially in Blackrock. One of the things that I'm worried about is the canned goods. We'll need 21 cans, I believe. So that's 7 right there. We'll also need a full lantern, so a lantern completely filled up with lantern fuel. I don't think that'll be an issue. There's lantern fuel all over the place once you start to really look for it. Alright, our condition is full, minus our frostbite, of course, and we are in pretty good shape, I would say. I'm pretty satisfied with what we got going on. Let's go ahead and get our bow out, because there will be a wolf up here as soon as we exit this cave. So we'll need to take that wolf out. That'll be part of our strategic planning. Alright, my question is, where's this wolfster at? Let's get our sticks. Somewhere over that way. Probably behind this hill. I did not mean to do that. Well, that arrow's probably stuck in the tree. Yeah. Oh, there's no chance of us getting that arrow back. That was stupid. Didn't mean to do that. Was just trying to zoom in. Anyways, I'll forget that I did that. That's fine. Lost one arrow that we'll never get back. So, as I said, Heading over this way is to Blackrock, and if we were to go up that rope, that would take us up to where Eric's Falls is, and then one more rope would take us to the shelf that leads to the summit. Alright, it's over that way. So we're not too far from the summit, and like I said, we're not too far from Blackrock either. We'll just have to go through this cave, and then we'll be there.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
Now, regarding multiplayer, if they really are going to do this, you know, incorporate it into the game to make it playable, then they'll need to put some more time and effort and resources into developing the graphics, because the last time that I saw multiplayer, it wasn't too appeasing, to be honest. It looked kind of crappy. And like I said, I get it, you know, the people that are developing these mods, you know, they're not getting paid. They're doing it in their free time, more than likely. You know, they're not getting compensated. They're doing it just because they like the game and they like the idea of including multiplayer. So that being said, if there is a GoFundMe or another Kickstarter, you know, some sort of campaign, crowdsourcing funding campaign, I would donate to that just to help out the cause. Because, like I said, I personally probably wouldn't play it, but I do like the idea of getting more people involved in playing the game. I think the game has not seen its justice as of yet because of how good it is. Alright, that should be enough cattails. We're not going to get every single cattail. We'll get some on the way back too, because as I said, the summit's going to be one of our primary bases of operations. So one of our goals here in the Blackrock region is to get all 3 bears. And then bring the hides back to Timberwolf Mountain. And then once we have our base set up, we'll make sure that we get that on film so there's video evidence that we actually completed the challenge. There's no requirements as to leaving, you know, gear on them in the base. Some of it we will, but, you know, the bear skins we'll probably take down to the workbench to either craft a bearskin coat or a bearskin bedroll. Come on. Alright, here we go. Into Blackrock. I guess we'll get our lantern out and also take our socks and our shoes off because there is some water in here. We don't want to get our shoes wet. So we'll kind of have to hurry. Now, once we get to the mine up at the top to retrieve the code, you know, there'll be a lot of lantern fuel up there, so I'm not too worried about it. And we'll probably find another lantern, actually, either at Bricklayers or at another part. And at the very least, we can go fishing. You know, if we need to get more fuel, we can do that. So I'm not worried about the ability to fill up our lantern. I think that'll be pretty easy. And we'll even take it a step further by using scrap metal to repair it to 100%. However, I don't think we can sacrifice any more stems, so we gotta be careful with how we move in that regard. Because we'll need 4 stems for the base. And I think we've just about tapped out our stems as far as, you know, using them. Now, after we've got them base established, then we can, you know, go back to taking a stem with us. Alright, what do we got here on this corpse? Anything? Alright, nothing there. There should be a flare here. I think we don't have a flare. I think we need a flare. At least I like to keep one on me when, you know, facing Timberwolves, just in case I need to break away for a second, make a repair. Also need to make sure we have sufficient bandages. That's another thing. Like I said, there's been an instance where I've died to blood loss because I didn't have any bandages. I'm still kind of salty about that. Alright, let's get the lantern back out. But we have no fuel left. You know what? Let's put that away because there's hardly anything in there. And get a torch. But at least we had some comedic relief yesterday at the Oscars. I didn't watch it, but I did see that clip of Will Smith smacking the crap out of Chris Rock, which I thought was, you know, regarding the circumstances, rather funny. Even though, of course, you know, I get it. Making fun of his wife, who, even he was laughing until, of course, she gave him that look. Everybody knows that look. No, you don't play around. So anyways, I thought that was kind of funny. Hopefully, they're able to resolve that. Alright, so since we're going to be over here by bricklayers, I think our first objective, not only should we take out the Timberwolf packs in the area, there should be 2 or 3 of them. Because we'll have 1 pack of Timberwolves by Foreman's Clear Cut, and then we'll have another pack by Wedge Cave. And then potentially a 3rd pack over by the Cook's Farm. So that'll be sufficient wolf pelts, sufficient wolf meat to bring to the summit.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
We'll drop off most of this at Bricklayer, since that'll be like our go-to transitional space in and out of Blackrock. And then, of course, we'll have to wait at the prison until a prison bear spawns. And then the 3rd bear will be over by Bear's Bend. I think of the 3 bears in the region that spawn here in Blackrock, Bear's Bend is probably the hardest, simply because, A, you have to face Timberwolves getting in and out of that little pocket. The convenience is there's nowhere for the bear to run off to. Pretty much it's stuck in that isolated section. The big drawback is, A, you have to either take out the Timberwolves ahead of time before you hunt the bear, or B, deal with them afterwards. And then, of course, there's really no caves or anything to take shelter in. So you'll have to kind of be cautious when you're harvesting or quartering the bear. So I would say logistically it's a challenge. But we're up for it. And we've gotten the technical backpack. We have our moose-hide satchel. We have our well-fed buff, so we're at max capacity when it comes to carrying things. Alright, finally. Blackrock. Ah. As I said, it's either a blizzard in Blackrock or it's about to be a blizzard in Blackrock. There's pretty much no in-between. Sometimes you'll get a sunny day, every once in a while. The game will throw you a bone. Give you a little bit of a break. Guess we'll go down this way. And let's get our arrow out, or our bow rather. Alright, pack number 1. I don't think we have any...
My feet.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? We do have some meat on us. Okay, well, that's good. That drew their attention to us. Now, we got to take these wolves out. Let's get a nice clean shot here. Hold still. Alright, well. Gotta get a little bit closer. Come on. Come on. Not quite enough stink on us, huh? Okay, well, that's fine. Oh, yeah, here they come. They can't resist. Can't resist the deliciousness that is the wolf meat that we have on us. Alright, we're burning through our arrows here. I was hoping that we could get nice, clean shots. Otherwise, we'll have to just go down there and fight them face to face. But here we go. Now I can actually see them on approach. Oh, it's too late. There's nobody left in your pack. Alright, let's get our arrows, and then, I think it's a little bit too cold to be harvesting this wolf meat. Oh, where's that guy going? Alright, so I think that's all of them. Let's just get our arrows and get some warmth, because we are freezing to death. I will admit, a little bit sloppy, but at least we got it done. Let's make sure we get all of our arrows, though. That's the important thing. We don't want to leave any behind. We already lost one messing around. Alright, what do we have in here? Anything? So I'm sure you're wondering, you know, if you're in the region, especially if you're coming from Timberwolf Mountain, where can you find a flare at? Well, there is a flare not too far from our location. And keep in mind, you don't really need to, so many driving gloves, wow. You don't need to face them, you know, you can sneak around them. But anyways, there's a couple vehicles on the other side of Cook's Farm. And in one of those vehicles, you can find... I know there's a couple more arrows down that way. We'll get them later. Right now, let's get warmed up, and then we can maybe think about harvesting these wolves. And like I said, our plan, and one of our objectives is to bring the wolf meats, the pelts, back up to the summit with us. And we're going to use bricklayers as our temporary base of operations here on this side of the map. Probably it's a toss-up between bricklayers here and then the Wedge Cave. Alright, so there's another one right there. So they didn't fall too far apart from one another. Oh, is that a deer carcass? Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a deer carcass here. That might have been a fresh kill. Alright, looks like there's one right there. Alright, how much meat is on this one? 2.5 pounds? That's a... You know what? I want to quarter this one, but again, let's get warmed up first. Alright, so it looks like we got a wolf over there, and we have one behind us. The other two... We'll find them. Alright, let's get warmed up. Bricklayers, home, sweet home.
This'll come in handy.
Alright. Some more coal. So we'll drop some of this stuff up. Scrap metal, that's good. Granola bar, I'll take it. Alright, what do we got in here? More matches. Yep, got some tinder. There's another can for us. So that's 8 cans in total. Go ahead and put that right there. Let's put this bow away. Alright, so that's 8 cans, and here's our blizzard. Like I said, it's either almost a blizzard or it is a full-blown blizzard in Blackrock. There's no really in-betweens.
That'll come in handy.
Alright, some cloth for us. We need to get a heavy hammer so we can break this furniture down. Alright, so I guess we're going to hang out here for a little bit. Can't really do much with our low condition. break some things down. We'll cook up some meat. Maybe make some reishi mushrooms. Figure out something. Which meat do we have on us? Just that one piece, huh? Alright, we'll drop that. Maybe we can prepare. Oh yeah, we have stuff to prepare. A lot of stuff to prepare.
I could use a drink.
Alright, let me turn this down a little bit because it's hard to hear myself. A little bit more. Alright, there we go. Now, where were we? Reishi mushrooms. And then lastly, our rose hips. At least we have enough firewood on us, and we're pretty warm. So we'll get some leg work out of the way while we're waiting for this blizzard to cease, and then we can make our way further into the zone. I think our first objective is Cliff Cave. See if we can either cave a bear, or at the very least, kill a bear. Alright, might as well break these gloves down. We'll just break everything down while we're waiting, because we're not really too tired. And as I said, we're not too far from... That's one thing I do like about Blackrock, is we're really not too far from each shelter, whether it's a cave or it's an indoor structure, such as the clear-cut farm, clear-cut trailer. So I like it in that regard. Alright, quality tools are holding up at 83%. I guess we could make a repair to those, but let's break this vest down first. And what else do we have? This ragged shirt, so let's go ahead and harvest that. And I guess we can kill some time by... Well, we could do a couple things here. Alright, a couple pieces of fur, 15 pieces of coal. Let's drop off some of this coal. Alright, let's take 10 pieces and drop them off. All of our sticks, we'll drop off those. And our fur. And again, standard practice, we're leaving 6 matches behind. What else? We got 4 bandages, 9 pieces of cloth, so some of these cattails we can leave here. Let's drop off 15. I don't think there's a cattail requirement for the summit. I'll have to go back and read through the guidelines again. Alright, what else? Another piece of fur. Yep, drop that off. So 1 stem is on us. Another stem we'll have at the prison. Break these down. And then I do believe we left another stem either at, I think in Mystery Lake somewhere. I believe. Maybe Broken Railroad? I can't quite remember, but anyways, we'll have to go back and get it if we don't find any more. Oh, you know what? We gotta put our socks and shoes back on. I guess that would help with our warmth. Go ahead and break these down. Yeah, I know. I took my socks and shoes off because there was water in the cave, and I didn't want to get them wet. And then, of course, forgot to put them back on, so... Frostbite risk is rather high. Luckily, we didn't get frostbite again. Wait, is that on our hands? Why is there frostbite? Oh, no. We have frostbite on our hands, but frostbite risk on our feet. Okay, that makes more sense. This tinder I guess we'll put over here because I don't want to look at it. And we can probably kill a couple hours repairing our tools. Might as well do that since there's really nothing else that we can do other than just kind of hang out. Like I said, I don't want to travel because I don't want to wreck my clothing. We need to get some rabbits though. No, don't harvest those. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? It'd be nuts. Alright, that's a little bit better. You know what? Just some of this water we can drop off, I suppose. Let's go and eat this, though. let's leave 1 gallon here for starters. And we'll keep these candy bars on us and our cattails, so it'll be a little bit of food for us. And we have some water. Actually, yeah, let's take a little bit more water. Alright, that's a little bit better. So, one thing at a time, I guess we'll go and get this Timberwolf since it's closest to us. No moose markings, so our moose is probably going to be in that little marshy area by the prison, is what I'm thinking, which is a good spot. Good spot for the moose to be, but let's go over here and get this wolf. Take advantage of the fact that the weather is actually a little bit decent right now, not too bad. Was there not a wolf over here? I thought I saw a wolf carcass. On the other side, I think. Over here. Our second pack of Timberwolves will be up that way somewhere. Can't see any from here, but yeah, up that way. We got our second pack. But anyways, one thing at a time. Alright, there it is right there. There's our wolfster. Feathers? I guess we'll collect our feathers. We'll leave some here. Take our arrow and then let's quarter this. Alright, so that's another wolf pelt for us. Couple guts, and of course our wolf meat. Another feather. And then we need to go out there and get that deer. Luckily, there's a ton of firewood that we can collect and wait for the next blizzard. We'll get all this sticks.
Too heavy.
Yeah, we're a little bit heavy. But that's alright, we got work to do. Alright, let's drop our hides off first and foremost before we do anything, and then our guts, of course. There we go, there's one wolf pelt. And I guess we'll put our guts right here. We need to get some rabbits too. That's what we need to do. Get some rabbits. And there should be a couple rabbits just outside. Alright, next is the meat. These quarters. Let's start harvesting these. 3.9 pounds, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'll take it. Alright, so there's one. And let's do these other two, and then we'll go out and get the rabbits.
Not sure why I feel so tired.
We got a lot to do. Get our rabbits, get the wolves, get that deer carcass, and go up to the mine, get our code. We need 3 more bear skins. So quite a bit that we need to establish here. And we got a couple birch barks on us. I guess we can use one. Alright, next up is our rabbits. Let's go and get those before the sun sets. There we go, 2 of them over there. Oh, no rocks on us? There we go. A couple rocks on us. Then there might even be a couple more rabbits on the other side of this lake. I'm not sure what it's called. Or if it even has a name. Alright, where's that other rabbit?
Feels
there
like
it
night
is.
Coming.
Alright, so there's 2 pelts for us. And like I said, there might even be a couple more over here on this side. Not seeing any, but let's go ahead and drop these rabbits off and then we'll come back out and harvest that deer. Probably quarter it and then just take it inside, even though there's not a whole lot of meat, but I think it'll still be a little bit quicker for us. Since it's not too terribly cold out, it's actually not too bad. The only thing is we're super tired. And there's more wolves that we need to harvest. But a free deer carcass, I will take it for sure, because deer, like I said, are not too common here in Blackrock. So every carcass, I'm definitely going to get the hides off of. For sure. So let's drop these rabbits off. We'll come back and harvest those in just a second. Make sure that we have at least 1 piece of coal on us. Some of this we can drop off, because we don't want to be too heavy. Alright, 2 pieces and 23 sticks. That should be sufficient. And we'll just use a torch. And we might see an aurora. Maybe. So technically, even though we can't go across the mule bridge, we could still potentially get to the mine from here. We would just have to go down some ropes and then go up a couple ropes. So it'd be a little bit more of a travel time, I guess. But it can still be done. You could actually shimmy on down that entire cliff face. I wouldn't recommend it though. Ice, how you doing, my friend? Hello to you as well. Alright. Let's go ahead and break this down.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
I know, Mackenzie. I'm working on it. Give me a second here. I guess we'll use the fire striker. That should be alright. I'm hoping the wind won't pick up on us. Even though we're not going to be out here very long. Just long enough to quarter this deer, maybe cook some teas, maybe cook the meat, I don't know. Just depends, I guess. So 1 piece of coal. I'm not too worried about our coal usage. Primarily we'll be using it for the moose and for the bear, but every once in a while we might have to use it for the wolves especially. So first things first, let's go ahead and get some meat off of this.
I could eat anything right now.
Alright, drop that. Well, we got 1 hour and 16 minutes. Let's go ahead and quarter this. 1 hour and 30 minutes to quarter this? Wow. That was only an hour. Alright, well, what do we want to do? Do we want to stick around? Guess we could make some water. Alright, we'll do that. We'll make some water. And then hopefully we can get this done.
My energy is just disappearing.
Alright, that worked out well enough, I guess. Go ahead and put that away. Pick up this. And get that other steak out there. So, what do we got to eat? Candy bar, we eat that. I don't want this wind blowing out the fire. If we can avoid it, I will. Looks like there we go. Alright, hopefully that'll work. And what we got? 35 minutes left on that. Let's pick up our pot again and then try to cook some of these teas. Alright, there's our birch tea and rose hips. Another thing we got to be mindful of is there's no birch bark in this zone. So all the birch bark that we have, that's from other zones. We'll have to be careful not to use it all at once. You know, try to distribute it throughout the zones. Ideally, I would have liked to have left a couple of cups here in the zone, but it looks like we may have to use all of it as we go, especially when dealing with these wolves. They can be rather tenacious. Let's pick this up, get our guts, pick up our pot. 4 minutes left on this, and take a couple torches with us. Hopefully these won't go out. Alright, hopefully they won't go out. We'll try to keep close to the rock wall here. Try to give us a little bit of cover. Not sure how well that'll work, but it might work well enough, and we'll kind of try to block it by walking to the side, I guess. So that our torch is not directly facing the wind. It looks like it shifted on us. Alright, maybe we can make it? Come on. Alright, there we go. There we go. Now we drop these guts off. We got 2 guts, 1, 2. Alright, that's good. And drop off this hide. It's another deer hide for us. Come on, I can't place it? Well, I guess we'll just put it here then. A couple things I'm not seeing here at Bricklayers. I'm not seeing a lantern and I'm not seeing a bedroll. 2 things that you can typically find here at Bricklayers. The bedroll over here in this corner and the lantern right over here on this cabinet. So, interesting that we don't have those. Start another fire and then we'll cook more water while we're harvesting these rabbits. We got plenty of firewood on us, so I'm not worried about that. We got wolf meat to cook up as well. And then we'll get a full night's rest, and hopefully in the morning we'll be somewhat back to full condition.
That's done.
And hopefully we'll see a little bit better weather tomorrow. I mean, fingers crossed. Not going to hold my breath, but maybe we'll get lucky and there'll be some sun or something. Alright, let's try a bigger piece. Those are both relatively small pieces in comparison to... There we go. 49. And put another few sticks on this fire. There we go. This rabbit, a 3-pounder. Take the meat and the guts, 31 minutes.
I could eat a horse.
1 and 2, and then where's our gut at? Drop that one. All right, 11 minutes and 9 minutes. Let's go and speed these. And one more. And then put a couple more pieces on. 37 minutes and 49 minutes. So, all right, that's what it is, I guess. The hide we can take with our hands. 28 minutes. Although we need to drink some water. Let's put this over to the side, over here. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guts and 2 hides. And we'll also have a couple rabbits. So we need to repair our rabbit gear, but at the same time we'll need a couple rabbit pelts to take with us to the summit. I think we need 4 rabbit pelts to be on the safe side. I'm not too worried about rabbits either, because rabbits are they're in abundance, I would say, here in Blackrock. No shortage of rabbits. Alright, 9 minutes and 8 minutes. Can't do much in that time, so let's just go ahead and cook this meat. We got 26 minutes. A few more sticks, and then let's try to get most of this rabbit done. And then we'll sleep. It's already pretty late into the night. 1 minute left. Now, surprisingly, I don't think we need rabbit meat. Although, to be sure, we'll take some rabbit meat up to the summit as well. I know we need deer meat and we need wolf meat, but I can't remember if we need rabbit meat. So anyways, yeah, that's typically, like I said, the weather is either this, where it's just about to be a blizzard, or it is a full-blown blizzard. Really no in-betweens. Let's get some more sticks, though. Alright, 17 minutes and 1 minute. $13 and $16, just about the same. Our last piece right here. 27 minutes, 37 minutes. Go ahead and take this hide off of this rabbit. So that takes care of our rabbits. And tomorrow we'll try to go out and get our Timberwolves. Get the hides, get the meat if we can, and get the guts if we're able to. Alright, but we got 2 minutes. I think we have enough time to cook up some teas or something, so let's put some more sticks in here. Or did we cook all of our teas? We might have cooked all of our teas. What can we do? Do we have anything? We have reishi mushrooms. Reishi mushrooms it is then. Alright, so we got that done. More reishi mushrooms. Alright, that is it for the reishi mushrooms. So 44 minutes. Let's pick up this can and we'll do a couple more batches of water. Half a gallon, so that's 1 full gallon. That'll be cooked up by the morning. Make sure we have enough. firewood on this fire. A minute and 23 should be sufficient. Alright, so let's eat some meat. One more. Perfect. Put these to the side. And then let's sleep for 10 hours. After we drink, of course. Alright, 10 hours. Okay, looks like this is our cue to leave. Let's head out. Check our weight. Come on, we're stuck on something. Let's go. Alright, so how much water do we have on us? Just about a gallon. Let's pick this up and we'll distribute it here. Let's drop off a gallon and we'll leave a gallon on us. And eat some of this meat. Now that's 1,000 calories, but we'll leave it here. So I have a little bit of deer meat, a little bit of wolf meat. Like I said, some of this... Actually, you know what? We can take that all back with us towards... no, we'll leave it here. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, let's go back inside and see if we can't drop off anything else. Such as feathers, this cattail head, we don't need that. Firewood. We have sufficient firewood. A piece of coal and a couple sticks, that's good. We have a lot of matches, though. Let's drop off some of these matches, because that's making us super heavy. Just a ton of matches. Alright, there we go. And the same for our feathers. Although, we'll take our feathers with us. Alright, let's head out. I want to get these wolves first, and then we'll go get the bear. And we got to get a couple arrows that we left. I think maybe 2 or 3 that were left behind. Alright, 23% left on this bow. That's good. We can work with that. 23% I'm happy with. I think we can even hunt the bear on a 23% bow. It should be fine. Since we have archery 5. Okay, we might be able to actually quarter this without the use of fire. Let's see what we can do. 1 hour. Almost. We lost a little bit of condition, but I'll take it. Let's get our quarters, our guts, and our pelt. Yeah, so I think we have a couple arrows here that we'll need to retrieve somewhere here. And as far as that pack of Timberwolves, I think they're out of play for a little bit. Maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 days, depending on how many other packs of Timberwolves we can take out, I guess. So there's a couple factors.
Might have to drop some gear.
Yeah. I know, Mackenzie. We gotta drop gear. Don't worry, we're gonna drop some. Alright, I thought for sure there was an arrow down this way that we needed to collect. Maybe not. Maybe we got all of our arrows. Although I kind of feel like we're missing some. And I should remember to check my arrow count. That's what I have not been doing. Every time I go into a fight, I should check my arrow count. So I know how many arrows I have on me. And after the fight's over, whatever arrows I'm missing, minus the ones that have been taken by Timberwolves that ran off, that's how many arrows I'll need to collect. Simple logistics, right? But I always forget. And we can't get there. Well, I think that's all the arrows that are in the immediate area. I think. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. Check over here real quick. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything, so let's go. So what is that? That's 2 wolves that we harvested now. There's 2 more that ran off, and I'm guessing they're going to be over this way. Now, like I said, there's 2 or 3 packs in this immediate area between foremen's, clear-cut, and bricklayers, and one's typically over that way, down below near where those vehicles are at, where we can get a torch, or a flare rather, and then this other pack could be over that way, over by whatever that cave is. I don't think it has a name, but there's a cave approximately right there, and over that way you can find another pack of Timberwolves. So 2 or 3 packs, just got to be mindful of that. If you're in the region and you've taken out a pack and you think you're safe, just be aware that there could be more packs in the area. Alright, let's step inside and then we'll see if we can't track down these other 2 wolves, and then from there we need to go bear hunting. So I don't know how heavy we are yet. Let's go ahead and harvest these quarters real quick, and we'll leave. Let's drop this. Drop that. Alright, not too much. What do we got? 5 pounds? That's a pretty hefty one. Pretty hefty indeed. Alright, one more. So more than 10 pounds of meat. Okay, we'll drop all this outside. And we'll use some of it to cook. We could also take it over to that cave, but like I said, we need to do a couple more things here before we... Well, we've been having fun. Let's drop this stupid cattail head. We're never going to use that. We got a lot of torches on us, too. Drop off some of these torches. Alright, one more. And we'll pick up this piece of cedar. Alright, so now, where in the heck could these wolves be? That's my next question. I think our safest option will be to check up here. And we might find a deer up here, too. We might get lucky, might find a carcass for the wolf, and we might have a deer. Otherwise, we'll go down below by the cook's farm. That's where a moose could be at. Although I'm thinking that the moose is going to be over by the prison. In that marsh area. Alright, no wolf over here. So if we go down that rope, that'll lead us to... Oh, what is it called? Oh, I can't remember the name of the cave. Crescent Cave, starts with a C, I believe. Creek Cave, something like that. Which is where we'll find a 3rd pack of Timberwolves, or another pack maybe. So there's some rabbits over there. Yeah, I can't remember what the name of that cave is. We'll go down there and check it out. Not right now, though, because I don't want to go down that rope. So let's head over here. I'll have to look at the map. But in story mode, that's where you find the warden's medicine on one of the corpses. Oh, there's a book bag up here. I don't think I've ever found a book bag up here. That's interesting. Nothing in it. Alright, so I don't think you... Okay, so here we have... So that truck right there is where you can find a flare if you need a flare. Right there. And as I said, this whole area right here... Thought that was a wolf. Oh, another deer carcass. Yeah, and some birch saplings. One birch sapling. Alright, so this whole area, though, you can find another pack of Timberwolves sometimes.
Too cold to think.
Oh, we have some deer, too. Another deer. Well, we got to get that deer carcass, and we need to go down there and get the flare. So we might go down the rope. But I wanted to head back over here real quick to check Cook's farm. To see if there's maybe a carcass over that way. Ah, we're so cold. Yeah, we're so cold. We can't stay warm enough. That's the problem. We just cannot stay warm enough. Alright, what do we got? We had more Timberwolves, I'm thinking. Although I'm not seeing any. Alright, I guess we can shimmy... Can we shimmy down this? I think we can. I don't want to... I think we should be alright. Hopefully.
Oh! Ouch! Damn, that smarts.
Yeah. Well, let's crouch. That's the problem. We're not crouched enough.
Oh!
Oh, come on. Now you're just trolling me. Alright, what did we break? We broke our wrist. Or sprained it. That we'll have to repair. Hopefully we didn't... Well, what else did we... Yeah, just the wrist. Alright, that's enough of that. And in fact, let's get on the bad bow. 22%. Alright, there's our flare. Not a red one, but a blue one will work just as well. You just gotta be quicker. And your actions. Man, we're so cold. We're super freezing. I'm hoping that we can find another pair of thermal underwear at some point. That's what we really need. And we need to repair our rabbit gear too, so there's that. Alright, this deer carcass will have to wait until it's a little bit warmer outside, or at least until we warm up in this cave. Let's get these rabbits. That'll be a little bit of meat for us. A little bit of food. Alright, one more. Let's get this rock back. So one of the changes that they made from story mode to survival mode is they made it so that we could actually get to the jailer's residence from here, whereas we couldn't do that before unless we went down the road. But now we have the ability to go down a rope go down to that little ravine, and then come back up the other rope. So there may be some more saplings up this way. Which I'll take advantage of since there's no Timberwolves here. Like I said, we could find Timberwolves in this area where those vehicles were at. Yeah, so if we went that way, that's where we would find that rope. Alright, I'm not finding any saplings, so let's head to this cave because we're man, we're losing so much condition. And we should be fairly warm. I mean, we're at 41 degrees for our warmth bonus. That's Fahrenheit, not Celsius. That's still pretty respectable. I mean, we're not too terribly geared. We pretty much got everything. Cuddy's Cave. Okay, that's the name of it. Cuddy's Cave. Let's get this coal. Alright, let's take a look at our clothing situation because we gotta do something here to try to get some kind of a warmth bonus back. Or what do we got? 97% are air reps. 98%, 94, 89. I guess we could repair these. $97, $96, $95, $82. So like I said, we need to make a repair to our gloves, or our mittens rather. And then our hat also is pretty dismal, 76%. Not much we can do about it now. We'll have to wait for these rabbit pelts to cure. Oh, okay, that one's not looking too good. 87%, so we could make a repair there. Yeah, so our wolf's jackets we need to repair. I guess we could repair this wool sweater too. Now, same as what we found in Broken Railroad, we're not going to have any problem stacking up the wolf pelts. Especially when we get to the prison, especially once we start running around this map. There's enough Timberwolves here, and a few regular wolves, black wolves, whatever you want to call them, to make sure that we have enough wolf pelts, 4 of which we'll need to take back up to the summit and Timberwolf Mountain, and then the rest we can utilize to repair our gear and whatnot. So let's go ahead and harvest these, and then we'll need to drink and then cook something. We'll probably stay here for tonight since it already is pretty much the close of the day. All right. This is where a mod would come in handy. And if we had the mod for the North Folk clothing pack, that would be nice because we could make bearskin leggings, we could make a wolfskin hat, among other things. Let's go and drop this. So that would be kind of cool. Okay, and what can we leave here in this cave? Typically, I like to leave a coffee. So drop off a coffee. In this case, we'll have some rabbit pelts and a couple guts for us. Let's go and get all this. And I suppose that we can use the hacksaw minus the hide. Yeah, we have enough calories.
I just need to close my eyes.
Alright, so this will get by hand. Be a little bit quicker. Drop those two. It sounds like it's going to be another blizzard. I would not be surprised. And we'll get this by hand too. Okay, so there's 4 pelts in total that we have. 4 pelts in total. And more than enough guts. So again, I don't think there's a requirement for guts at the base to qualify it as a base. I just think we need the hides, the pelts, the skins, and the meats. These we could potentially just eat, but we need to recover some conditions, so I guess we'll go ahead and cook those up. Although, I think we have plenty of cattails. Let's do that instead. Eat some cattails. Save a match. Maybe wait until the morning if there's a mag fire potential. We could do that. And these crampons. Again, I'm just carrying around dead weight at this point. I'm not going to use these crampons anytime soon. In fact, I don't even know why they're at 99%. We haven't used them, I don't think. We've put them on once. I don't think we have. Alright, so looking at our gear, we can make some more bandages. Let's make 2 more. That way we have 5 bandages. A couple for sprains and a couple for wolf bites if we have to cure blood loss. And then what else do we need? I think we have old man beard. Let's take a look here. Yeah, we have 2 of those. We got some antibiotics and enough reishi mushrooms. In fact, we can leave some of these teas here. Now, like I said, I'd like to leave a little bit here. And we need to come back with a lot more birch bark than what we came in here initially. Of all the things in this run that could potentially kill us, our biggest threat has been and still is the cold weather. That's really has been what's keeping us back, you know, and the lack of clothing isn't helping at all. So we need to figure something out. And we'll be a little bit better shape once we have some cured rabbit pelts that we could make repairs to our rabbit gear. But like I said, we're still missing that crucial pair of thermal underwear, and we're going to need those at some point. Everything else, though, is pretty much is what it is. I guess we could go for a bearskin coat. Might have to do that since, especially if we can't find thermal underwear. Alright, what else do we need to do? Might as well eat the rest of these cattails. I don't know. I at least like the idea that Hinterland's open now to the idea that there is mods. You know, for a long time they were pretty much anti-modding. But in the recent update, Perilous Constraint, it looks like they've warmed up to the idea of mods. I mean, that community is fairly large as it is. And as I've said in the past, there are a few good ones. You know, the Fox mod I think is really interesting. The clothing pack is really cool. And, you know, personally, even though I'm not for multiplayer, I'm not against it. You know, if people want to play multiplayer, I say let them. You know, I like that option that people have now. So I'm hoping that they work that out, you know, so that it's at least playable. Not as glitchy, and the graphics look pretty decent. Alright, so let's sleep for 10 hours. Once again, we should be warm enough to sleep in this cave. Now, we still need to track down those other 2 Timberwolves. I don't want to let that meat or those hides go to waste. So we need to do that. And we need to go back out there and get that deer also. And another blizzard. Yes, 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 of course. Another blizzard. Well, I don't think there's anything that we can do to pass time other than... Oh, no, we could break some stuff down. Alright, there we go. Anything else that we can do? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I mean, this we can't repair. Although I think we should be able to do that. I think we should be able to take this pry bar to the milling machine and repair that. I wish that we could. That'd be nice. Even though it's some, eventually you're not going to need the pry bar. You will have opened up every locker, every trunk that you could possibly open up. And there won't be anything left to do with the pry bar other than to use it as a tool, I guess, to defend yourself against wolf attacks. Although I could make the argument that a heavy hammer would work a little bit better. Even though it won't actually hurt the animal, it will at least get it off you a little bit quicker. So we still need to find another fire striker. I'm wondering where we're going to find that at, because we didn't find it. You know what? I think we already did. I think we found it at the summit. So I think we have a fire striker at the summit along with another flare gun. If I recall. Along with a heavy hammer. %. Now we'll hold off on that because what's our skills looking at? Alright, we're just about to crest day 100. 98 days in this current sandbox. And I'm hoping that we can keep these stats, or at least in this journal, before we have to update them. Every time I switch hard drives, it ruins my stats. And there's no way to get them back, so anyways. What we're going to take a look at here. I forget what I went into the stats to look at. Can't remember. Alright, let's pass some time because there's nothing else that we can do. Alright, it's not giving us a break. This blizzard is persistent. Alright, there we go. Like I said, we gotta take advantage of every opportunity to travel. And as I've said before, the only reason why we're not traveling during blizzards is because it wrecks our clothing. And our clothing is already in bad shape as it is. We need to make sure that we stay on top of that, so. Let's get our bow out because we have the potential of more Timberwolves out here. And we need to take out that... We need to get that deer carcass, too. Alright, eyes peels, ears open. What do we have? Oh, I hope that deer did not despawn on us. We didn't even interact with it, so... Well, I think it despawned. Okay, well... We missed our opportunity to... I thought that if we didn't interact with it, it would last a little bit longer. Not the case. But I'm not seeing any Timberwolves. Not seeing any moose markings either. So yeah, I think our moose is going to be over by the prison.
Can't feel my hands.
Wait a minute, what was that? We got hostiles. 12 o'clock. Multiple bogeys. Alright, we can't let those live. We have to take them out. I think I've made my decision. We're going to make this character a Lord of Wolves character.
Damn. I'm freezing.
That means we have to take out all Timberwolves. All hostiles. All threats. But first, let's get warmed up. Alright, there's a jerry can for us. And another lantern. Can we get those rose hips? Nice. Can we get these ones? Awesome. Thank you, thank you. I don't think we're not going to be warm enough to sleep in that bed. Alright, let's get warmed up a little bit. Because we're super duper cold, and then we'll go out there and take care of these wolfsters.
Nothing to drink.
Mackenzie, will you relax a little bit, my friend? Can we do a magfire? I think we might be able to do a magfire. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Magfire it is. Let's get warmed up, because we are super duper cold.
Come on. Come on.
For the most part, the weather is holding up. We should be able to go back out there and take care of this other pack of Timberwolves before they become a real threat to us.
It worked.
And we have some coal. Alright, throw a piece of coal on there, and how much water do we have? Half a gallon? Let's do another half a gallon, I guess. Or at the very least, 0.03. Yeah, we'll do that. In the meantime, we'll drop a tea. So 2 lanterns. One's got some fuel in it. We'll break that one down. Now, we're kind of heavy, though, with all this fuel that we've acquired. So we needed to go back to the bricklayers retreat at some point. We'll probably leave it there at the clear cut, though, the trailer. Let's drop a tea. Alright, there we go. And you know what? Let's drop 2 teas. Alright, 2 hours left. Let's do another batch of water. Not a big batch, but... Gallic, which how are you today, my friend? Well, the plan is we need to gather materials for our Timberwolf Mountain base at the summit. Right now, we just stepped foot into Blackrock. We took out our first pack of Timberwolves. There is another pack that we're about to go and take out here in just a few seconds as soon as we cook this water. And then we need to go bear hunting. We need to get 4 bear skins to have at our base at the summit. So that's pretty much what we're up to right now. How are you doing today? I don't think there's anything else. I mean, of course, we need to do our other stuff. We just found a lot of lantern fuel, so we need to take care of that little situation, because now we're super heavy. A little bit more heavy than what I would have liked. We still have 2 hours left on this fire. Let's pick this up and put our pot down. So I'm hoping that we can go ahead and take out these wolves rather easily. And that would kind of open the pathway for us to do some exploration. Because we still have wolf carcasses out there that we need to go and collect the hides off of. And the meat and the guts and whatnot. So I'm hearing crows, which is a good sign. Let's see what's going on over here. This might be one of our wolfsters. Alright, what do we got? Alright, well that's interesting. There's crows, but there's no carcass.
I could eat anything right now.
So what is going on? We got a phantom wolf carcass. No, we have not gotten the vest yet. Like I said, we just arrived in Blackrock. There is the hostiles right there, so that's where we're headed to. In the meanwhile, I don't know what is going on here. We got a phantom carcass. We got crows, but no carcass. No corpse, no carcass. That's weird. Alright, so I don't know what's going on with that. I don't like that, though. We're, you know, we're missing an arrow, probably, along with that carcass. Anyways, we have this threat to take out. Have to neutralize these hostiles. Oh, I completely missed. Wow. I will bring it. Come on, let's go. I don't got all day. Alright, come on, bring the heat. Hey, hey, hey. I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. Alright, we got a little bit of blood loss. Be alright, though. Alright, one more. Come on. Alright, where you at? Where you at? Alright, come on, come on. We gotta heal this blood loss real quick. Alright. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. We died from blood loss and wolf shock. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, well that did not go quite as well as I wanted it to go. 98 days in the sandbox, we're goofing off a little bit too much, and we died as a result. So all of our plans now laid to waste. How many wolves did we take out in this run? Alright, wolves killed, 53 wolves killed, 2 wolf struggles won. You know, I kind of feel like we were doomed from the beginning for this run. I kind of felt like we were doomed from the get-go, based on all the frostbite that we acquired, based upon all of our struggles. So there we go. 100 days in the sandbox. We're not gonna give up. We're not gonna give up. Like I said, that was a pretty rough run to begin with. I wasn't happy with it from the get-go, so I wasn't too bad about, you know, dying there in Blackrock. I guess we could have been a little bit more cautious, of course, but like I said, I felt like we were kind of doomed from the beginning. So, anyways, I think we did rather well, though, based upon all of our what's the word? What is that word? Animosity that we had to deal with. So, okay, 98 days in the sandbox, 62% of the world explored. We spent 24 days outside, 3 days in Mystery Lake, 12 days in Pleasant Valley, 3 days in Coastal Highways, 7 days in Desolation Point, 10 days in Timberwolf Mountain, 2 days in the Muskeg, 19 days in Broken Railroad, and 8 days in Mountain Town. 17 days in Ash Canyon, 2 days in Blackrock, and we took out 53 wolves with 104 close wolf encounters. 3 bears and 1 moose, 6 deer, 46 rabbits. Not too bad. I'm not too upset about that. Yeah, that was a pretty terrible one. I do agree with you, Mako. I do agree with you on that. So let's go ahead and quit. Confirm that. And take a breath of fresh air. Alright, so now what? Okay, we could do a couple things here. We could jump back on one of our more established characters. We have Willa's back. We got 267 days there in the sandbox. We're in Bleak Inlet. We also have Aster's Redemptions, 124 days. And we're currently in Blackrock. We also have Will Won't Die, which is I think this is the one where I cranked it up really super hard. I can't remember. And then we have Astra's Rise. Astra's Rise is our post-production character. We're on episode 10, I believe. 26 days, 12 hours, and 6 minutes in that sandbox. Where are we at with this one? 2 days, 2 hours, and 32 minutes. Oh no, this is a really hard one right here, I think. I think this is the super hard one. I can't remember. This was that custom challenge that we did. One of these is a custom challenge where we really cranked it up. Alright, well, I'm inclined to start a fresh run. I think we owe it to ourselves to do that. So let's go to a new character here. Interloper, of course. Confirm that. And I think we'll give Will another chance. Since we have Astrid already, Astra's Rise. Alright, so... Will it is. I'm not going to use any feats. Even though I would love to use a couple of these, like Blizzard Walker. And what's the other favorite one? Free Runner's pretty good. Fire Master, Efficient Machine is really good. And of course, Cold Fusion gives us that extra 4-degree Fahrenheit buff on our warmth. But we're not going to do that. Let's go ahead and confirm that. So no feats. And we're going to call this Will's Redemption. So we have to redeem ourselves after that mess of a run. Except that... Oh, Astrid. Yeah, we can do Astrid, of course. Let's just get to a save point for Will, though. Extinction is the rule, survival is the exception. Carl Sagan. One of my favorite authors. And, and we're back on Timberwolf Mountain. Back on Timberwolf Mountain. So I think we can just go ahead and log out, actually. I think it'll automatically save us to where we are. Let's go ahead and quit. Confirm this. And go back to survival mode. Let's get a new profile started. Interloper, of course. Confirm that. And we'll go as Astrid. Confirm that, and no feats. And we'll call this... What should we call this? Astrid's Revenge. No. Lord of Wolves. We'll make this one a Lord of Wolves character. We have to. Oh no, we're going on Astrid. Don't you worry about that. I like Astrid just as much as I like Will. Don't you worry about that. Will's safe and sound in Timberwolf Mountain for the moment. We'll go back to him at a later date. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent that survives, and I didn't read the rest. Okay, it looks like this is Pleasant Valley. You gotta be kidding me, this is a soft landing. If I ever saw one. Couldn't get much easier than this. Let's go. Alright, so we're not too far from Thompson's Crossing. Let's just kind of get our ears focused in on anything that could potentially be a threat to us. In this area, we're looking at wolves and, of course, the bear. And what time of day is it? Oh, just before. Got a couple hours before night falls. Well, now I'm like, this one's going to be a cakewalk. We landed in Pleasant Valley, one of the easiest zones, I think, to land in, with a lot of good loot. With a few hours before nightfall. Oh, no, we're not over by Thompson's Cross. I'm on the other side of the map, over by Three Strikes Homestead, I think. Yeah, I think this is Three Strikes Homestead, which is still good. Yep, because that's where the road terminates. Right where we just were. So I think we need to go over this way a little bit. I never read these. Cloud Reach. Special thanks to backer number 4094 for this contribution, number 42 out of 165. Cloud Reach's cairn. Well, I'm pretty happy with this so far. Like I said, this is a cakewalk compared to our last run. We landed in a nice part of the map, fairly safe from predators, and we're not too far from some potential loot. We gotta be a little bit careful though, because there could be a wolf or two over this way. Maybe. And we need to get to the farmhouse before nightfall, because we'll find matches there, and we need those matches to start fires and whatnot, so... Got some feathers. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Four feathers off rip. Very nice. And a lot of reishi mushrooms, so let's go. I'm gonna see if we can't get cooking 5 up a little bit higher, actually. Faster.
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Two big issues, huh? On day 100. Well, go ahead. I'll see what I can do to lend you some decent advice, if I can. Like I said, I wouldn't consider myself to be an expert. Just have a little bit, maybe more hours in the sandbox. Let's see if we can't solve those issues together. What's going on? Well, look at all those birch saplings. I want all those right now in my pocket. 4 of them, 5 of them. Okay, we have a book. And we have no bedroll over here. Anything in the med box? Nothing there. Let's get our cedar. And of course, we can't do anything with this carcass because we don't have any ability to dethaw it. So let's get our feathers. And get out of here. You can't find enough sticks. They don't respawn. And I can't use the hatchet because of problem number 2, which is I haven't found a single whetstone or toolbox. So my crafted tools are broken, and my hacksaw is getting there. What should I do? Do I go back to the forge and make a bunch more tools? Or do I keep looking for toolkits or whetstones? Well, that's a good question. And I guess that can best be answered by, we need a little bit more context, such as how many zones have you been to and where have you gone so far? I think the best place to find quality tools or simple tools would be Pleasant Valley or Cartahydro Dam. You can usually find something in Cartahydro Dam, either simple tools or the red tools, the quality ones. So either would work. As for whetstones, again, Pleasant Valley is a great place to look for whetstones, particularly at the farmhouse, which is where I'm headed to right now. In the basement, near the workbench, you can usually find a whetstone down there. As for, should you return to the forge? Well, first of all, I would say try not to use the hatchet as much. Your hacksaw is going to be your primary tool when it comes to, harvesting or quartering animals. And also the same goes for, collecting your saplings. Definitely want to use the hacksaw versus the hatchet. This is really making... hold on a second. Let me pause this for a second. This is really making my life so hard. Food and cold are nothing in comparison to tool condition, yeah. And stick availability in my list of problems. As for the stick problem, again, you gotta, take a look at where you are. Some zones, like Coastal Highway, for instance, if you're in Coastal Highway, you're not going to find a whole lot of sticks. You're going to really need to rely on coal, which means you have to go into the coal mines to get that, or you have to break down reclaimed wood. So fairly early in the run, such as where you are, I'm guessing you're in Coastal Highway, if I had to take a guess. No, right now you're in Milton. You've been to Broken Railroad and Forlorn Muskeg. That's where you spawned at. Well, I just wouldn't use a hacksaw then, at this point. If that's the only hacksaw that you have, and you haven't been to Pleasant Valley yet, get over to Pleasant Valley as quickly as possible. Or Mystery Lake, it's fairly safe to travel through Mystery Lake. As far as whetstones and whatnot in Milton, well, if you have access to the farmhouse key, you can take a look inside. You might find a whetstone there. That's a pretty good option to check out. If you don't have a key to enter the farmhouse, then I would say make your way to the plane crash. And Milton, of course, itself should have, in one of those houses, a whetstone somewhere. Do you have an improvised hunting knife? I guess would be my next question. See, right now we found some simple tools, and we'll take those with us. But yeah, honestly, I would say, since you have not been to Pleasant Valley yet, which is what it sounds like, I would say, get out of Milton. I would take the route that leads to, don't go down to the basin. I would take the route that leads into Mystery Lake, because there you'll find some cattails along the way. There's just that one wolf down there you have to deal with. And then once you're in Mystery Lake, I would just follow the, just head to the left and keep left all the way until you get to the dam. Use torches or flares. What do you have to do to avoid the wolves? Hunt rabbits. And then you're pretty much guaranteed something at the Hydro Dam. Either simple tools or quality tools. It really doesn't matter. The quality tools will just make your work a little bit quicker, whereas the simple tools will take a little bit longer. I think we just made a big circle. I want to get this extra feather, though. Yeah, we just made a big circle. Or from leaving for a region that I haven't been. I would say leave Milton. Like I said, take the route that leads you to Mystery Lake. And then from Mystery Lake, make your way to the Hydrocardo Dam, where you'll have more than enough resources. You might even find another hacksaw there at the in the room with the safe. That's on the top level. And if not there, then it might be a hacksaw down below. But at the very least, you'll probably find a whetstone and some simple tools. At the very least, you know, maybe some red tools. Look underneath of the look underneath of all the lockers and everything that you can. You know, you usually find them on the floor. And then, of course, you know, just use the hacksaw for a couple pieces of scrap metal if you can't find any. But again, you'll probably find some scrap metal. Hold on one second, Mako. Let me get inside before we get frostbite. Let's get inside here. Alright, let me pause this for 1 sec. Bring my laptop a little bit closer so I can see what you're saying here. Okay, so you've looked all over Milton, and you're leaving the next time you play, so you're wondering if you're going back to the Muskeg to make tools, or if you're leaving for a region you haven't been to yet. Yep, there are maps. Okay, so not making more tools then, because all I have left is my hacksaw at the moment, and it's 20% condition. Well, 20% condition is not too bad. Okay, so you had a knife, but it's broken now. So right now you don't have any improvised hunting knife then. You just have the hacksaw. And what's going on with the hatchet again? Let me just scroll back up to see. Because I think you had said you had a hatchet, right? At some point? Let me go back up here and see. Can't use the hatchet because problem number 2, which is you haven't found a single whetstone or toolbox. So you do have a hatchet then, and it's in poor condition, I'm guessing? Along with your hacksaw, which is also in poor condition. Well, I would sacrifice the hatchet until you get to the dam. Like I said, that's going to be your best option, I think, at this point. It really just depends on how much food you have on you and how much coal also you have. Because if you're going back to the Muskeg, you know, not only will you have to deal with all the wolves in the Muskeg, but you also have to deal with another problem, which is staying warm enough. 5% condition on the hatchet. Yikes. Well, I don't know. You know, that's a tough question, Mako, because the hatchet, of course, is costly. You know, a couple pieces of scrap metal, not to mention the time it takes to do the forging. Yeah, I still think from where you are right now in Milton, I would head out of Milton into Mystery Lake, and then once you get to Trapper's Cabin, you know, loot there. You might find a whetstone there in Trapper's Cabin. If not, I would keep left and follow the path. Keep left as close to the rock wall as you can, past the unnamed pond where the bear spawn's at. Like I said, go up as far as you can so that you're safe from the predators. Okay, so you're good on food. Yes, I would do that. You know, stay left once you reach Trapper's Cabin, and take left all the way until you get to the oh, what is it? I think it's called the clearing or something, where the bear could spawn at. And plenty of scrap metal. See, if you have the scrap metal, then you're good there. I would take that with you, of course. You have more than enough. I killed all the wolves in Milton and the moose. So you have a bow, I'm guessing, right? With some arrows? Yeah, based upon what you've told me, I would say keep left once you get to Mystery Lake and make your way to Carter Hydro. And like I said, more than likely, I would say I'm 96% certain you're going to find something there at the dam. Either the blue tools or the red tools. It doesn't matter at this point. Take what you can. Pleasant Valley also is another great place to loot up for tools. The farmhouse in particular, down in the basement. in either one of these locations, you're more than likely to find something. Quality tools, simple tools, and or a hacksaw, and maybe both. So that's what I would do. Yeah, take the Mystery Lake route to the Cartahydro Dam. And once at the Cartahydro Dam, if you found what you're looking for, I would say head into Pleasant Valley for some more loot. Go directly to the farmhouse, down into the basement. Also go to the barn upstairs. There's a workbench in that barn. And you can also find maybe a heavy hammer and or a stem at the very least. You'll find a stem there at Pleasant Valley. So I hope that helps. And try not to use the hatchet if you can avoid it. You know, I would use the whetstones for your hatchet. At some point, though, you will need another improvised hunting knife. Like I said, there's certain things that you can't do. Obviously, making bows and making arrows is going to be a priority. So I would say in this case, instead of going to the Muskeg, you might be a little bit better suited to go to Desolation Point because there's a lot more coal there and probably a lot more reclaimed wood, not to mention all the good loot that you can find along the way. And in fact, what I would do is I would plan my route from Mystery Lake, make your way to Cartahydro, and then take Winding River into Pleasant Valley, and then go directly to the farmhouse, and then go to the barn. The barn's next door to the birch forest. Collect as much birch bark as you can, and then follow the creek all the way until you get to, you know, pretty close to Thompson's Crossing. At some point, though, before you get there, you can turn left up to that road, and that road leads to another little road that'll lead you to the coal mine that leads you out of not Mystery Lake, leads you out of Pleasant Valley into Coastal Highway. And in that cave, in that coal mine, you can find a stem, not to mention a ton of coals, and more than likely a couple whetstones. And then from there, would make your way to Desolation Point to do your other forge run. Make as many arrowheads as you can. I would make a couple improvised hunting knives, you know, one for the road and one to keep as a stash, you know, a backup. In the meantime, don't use your hatchet. If it's at 5%, be thankful that it's at 5%. You were able to get enough use out of it, and I would just keep it on your person for now, unless it's too heavy, in which case I would leave it someplace where you know you're going to go back to, like Milton, for instance, because more than likely you're not really going to need it until you get into Hush River Valley. So that's exactly what I would do. So I hope that answers your question. All right, let's get back to the game. Get back to the game. All right, speaking of which, we're in the farmhouse right now. We just got here, so again, I'm going to go downstairs, and I'm betting that I'm going to find something of value. Either a whetstone, simple tools, quality tools, or a hacksaw. Doesn't really matter at this point. We're just looking for whatever we can, but the farmhouse basement is a great... As far as maps goes, yes, there are maps. STM Santana has created all the maps for us, including the newest map for Blackrock. And what I can do is I can leave a link for you to get all those maps if you're interested in looking at the maps. So if you just give me a second here, I will leave a link to his page on Steam where you can access all the maps, including the one that you're currently in. Alright, so yep, there's our whetstone right there. And what do we have? Nothing on the workbench. But I will take the whetstone. I'll take that book too, I guess. Alright, so there is no hacksaw here on the workbench, which is interesting. So I'm wondering what loot table we're on right now. Let's take a look back over here. We can sometimes find a mag glass in these cabinets. Although I'm not seeing one though. And nothing under the shelves. Alright, well, we gotta keep moving. Our next stopping point is going to be that barn. I think that's a good stopping point for us. Let's get out of here. We have our matches. And we have one whetstone. Alright, Right, nothing underneath the here. Nothing there. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, good to know that you know the maps. I'll leave a link even so, you know. Like I said, I know the maps as well, but I always like to go back and just take a look at the maps from time to time. Alright, we searched here already. We need a can opener. Check there. We need a lot. We need a can opener. We need some cloth. We need a sewing kit. How much time do we have left in the day? Not much. So we gotta move. Alright, what do we got here? Maple syrup, maybe? There we go. Maple syrup. Thank you, thank you. I hope so too, Mako. I hope so too, and thank you very much for checking out the stream. There's a can opener right there. There we go. And a sewing kit. And of course, our Wilderness Kitchen book. We'll take that. And what else do we have? We'll take this note left behind. So already we found some pretty good loot here at the farmhouse, just off the bat. Sometimes you can find a lantern up here on this shelf. Alright, so what else do we need to check this room? Maybe for some herbal tea? Something? Cup of coffee? We'll take that book. Alright, nothing there. And nothing there. Tinder. Yep, we'll need tinder at some point here. Well, I'm wondering where the hacksaw is going to be, since it's not here at the farmhouse. One thing about Interloper is that we know we're on one of the 4 major loot tables. We know that. I have a pretty good idea of the loot tables. I'm not going to look at the loot tables spreadsheet, the Excel sheet. I'm not going to look at that. I'm not going to cheat. We're going to see if we can't figure this out by process of elimination. And no hacksaw here at the farmhouse means that there could be a hacksaw in that coal mine that I was talking about that leads you out of Pleasant Valley into Coastal Highway. Alright, nothing in here. Look here real quick. Alright, we have the towel. Search our medical box. Alright, nothing here. Well, I guess we'll just take a look here in this bedroom. Or whatever we can. Nothing there, nothing here. Well, not a whole lot of loot. Not a whole lot. But the loot that we did find has been very helpful. Guess we'll just take some time now to get some cloth. There we go. And one more. Okay. Let's take a look at our clothing. We have a ski jacket. Put that on, and we also have some headgear. Not the best, but at least we'll keep our head protected, so we need some hand gloves. Something. Something for our hands. Our shoes are at 43%. We'll keep those as they are. Not too bad there. Not too bad. Very nice condition. Sweatshirt. Alright, not too bad. Overall, not too bad. Now we need to break down these reishi mushrooms. We have 2 doses. Very good. Simple tools, a scrap metal, a torch, 99% chips. We eat these. And we'll hold off on the syrup, since we don't have any reishis made. Okay, let's drink our water. Drink our water and then sleep for... Oh, how long can we sleep? Not that long. As long as we can. Maybe 6-7 hours. Long enough at least, well, not very long. And it's not quite daylight yet, so we're gonna have a hard time navigating back downstairs. Not quite light enough to make any repairs to our clothing. And we need some more bandages, though. I think we can make bandages. Let's make a couple more. 5 bandages should be sufficient.
Oh, I'm starving.
Alright, 5 bandages, 4 books, 9 feathers. Well, Astrid, we don't have much food on us right now. Not any except for that syrup, and we're not going to use that right now. We'll just have to maybe pass some time. Alright, how much time do we have?
Let's stand a lot, because I love horses.
It's just about daybreak. A little bit more. It's still too dark to really do anything. Alright, looks like we're gonna lose our hunger buff. Yep, that's fine.
Good. Weak.
Couldn't see anything. Alright, we need some pans or some pots or something. Gotta be something here. Pan or a can or a pot or something that we can use. We got anything? Just a 1 tin can, I think. Alright, well, let's use what we got. Not too much tinder either, just 1 piece of tinder. Ooh, don't fail. Come on. Come on. Yes! Alright, we got it. First things first, let's cook some teas up. Cook water and teas. What do we got? We got 1 can. Why haven't we found another? Just anything. Another can, another... There's usually something in this kitchen. A pot or something. There's our pot. I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone for a second. Like, where in the heck is our pot at? Alright, there we go. Half a gallon. We should have enough firewood to keep this fire going. In the meantime, I think we should make some hand wraps. I don't want to go through that whole experience of frostbite again for the second time. Like I said, this run has been a cakewalk so far in comparison to the last run. Alright, 16 minutes left on that. Let's go ahead and break this other crate down. Alright, pick that up. And let's make our reishi. Alright, there we go. And since we've made our reishi, we're going to wait until this water boils off, and then we'll try to eat the syrup and hopefully not get food poisoning. If so, we'll just have to sleep for 10 hours. In the meantime, I think we should make something. I mean, you don't have anything else we can cook right now, but we can at least make some hand wraps. "37 minutes on those. Alright, what else? 10 minutes, 12 minutes. And take a couple torches. That's not a very good torch, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Also not the best torch. That's a much better one. Much better one. There's a good one. Alright, 24 minutes. I guess we can make some more water. I guess that wouldn't hurt. Make a little bit more water. And we'll take this and this with us. And now let's go. Actually, put another. Nah, that's fine. All right, what else do we want to do? I think we pretty much covered everything here at the farmhouse, for the most part. I don't think we left really anything behind or out. Just some more books. Yeah, nothing here. Alright. Nothing there that we can look at. I think we searched here. Nothing really we can do here. Well, we could make our... Let's repair our clothing. Especially these. And one more repair. Come on. Alright, there we go. 92%. 49% on this. I guess we could repair this as well. What else can we do? Alright, let's try this again. We need cloth, though. Need more cloth. Alright then, more cloth it is. Alright, that should be good. Is that 10 pieces? Let's try this again. Oh, come on. Gotta be kidding me. Give me a break here. 3, 4 times in a row? That's crazy. It's burning through my cloth. Alright, 79%. We gotta go again. One more time. Come on. Give me a break here. It's ridiculous. And now we're out of cloth. We just burned through like 20 pieces of cloth on the stupid jacket. It's ridiculous. Alright, let's try it again then. One more time, come on. Alright, finally. And what else can we do? I guess we can try to repair these jeans. Good enough for me. But now I suppose we'll need more cloth. And I'm hoping that this blizzard ends at any time now, any moment. Feel free to cut it so we can go out and get our rabbits. Alright, any more? Here's more cloth. There we go. And I thought that was tinder, but nope. Alright, well, last piece, and that should be enough for now. How much cloth is that? 18 pieces. I'm happy with that. Now we just need this blizzard to end. That's it. That's all we're waiting on. Alright, doesn't look like it's going to end, so let's go to sleep. In the meantime, I did want to check downstairs a little bit more thoroughly. We might have missed something crucial. Let's check down there real quick. Nothing in there. Nothing down there. I feel like we're missing something. We overlooked something. A crucial piece. Alright, nothing in those cabinets. Nothing there underneath of the shelving. There we go. Quality tools. I will take those. I don't know if that was it or if there's something else. Right, nothing on the workbench, no hooks. We checked the dryers and the washers. We did get the whetstone. Alright, well, now that we have the quality tools, we can leave these blue tools here as some backup tools. And I guess, you know, what we'll do is we'll leave them upstairs so we know where they are. And we'll put them right here. Alright, there we go. And let's get upstairs and get to sleep. And hopefully not get food poisoning from this syrup. Fingers crossed. If we do, we do. Yep.
What are we gonna die?
There's our food poisoning.
I just want to die.
Alright, so 10 hours. Alright, so at least our food poisoning is gone. But we're still pretty hungry.
Eat anything.
What else can we do here? Don't have enough daylight yet either. That's the problem. Can't see anything. Can't see a single thing. Alright, I guess we'll survive by drinking our reishi teas until we can find some cattails, which we shouldn't be too far from. There's also some rabbits outside, so let's pass a little bit more time. There we go. Now let's get out of here, because there's no food here. And we'll get these rose hips. Right now, we're not too far from some potential cattails. So that's what's going to keep us alive for the most part. Cattails and, of course, rabbits. And all the teas that we make. I'm trying to maintain my well-fed buff, but so far, it hasn't been going too well. I will admit. Probably going to lose it again. I'm going to try my best to hold on to it. There should be some cattails. I see one right in front of us. Probably going to be too late, though, for us. Come on, just a little bit longer. Alright, let's eat these real quick. And we have one more. Alright, not the water. Alright, there we go.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because it really did.
Now, I guess, well, I don't know. There's a lot more cattails down that way, but we also need to check out this area. Huh. Decisions. What to do. I guess we'll go here first, because you know there's a lot more food this way.
It's too cold to think. Starving.
But there's probably going to be a wolf here on this frozen creek bed, I'm guessing, right here in this little pocket. Typically there's one that's roaming. I don't think I have any. I have no rocks. Oh, there's a deer. That's good. That's a good sign. I mean, there might be another wolf up in the hills, but at least there's not one down here, so we're safe for the moment, but we need to get some rocks so we can scare it off. Of course, get all of our cattails, get our tinder, everything that we can possibly get our hands on, because we're going to need it. We will need it. Birch bark, I will take. We should be alright from frostbite because we do have our hands and our head covered. I know somebody had made a comment as to why I waited so long for hand wraps, and I gave my reasons. Like I said, it's costly to make hand wraps, and also I was hoping that we would find some sort of mittens or gloves. But I'm not going to go through that again. We're going to just put them on. To avoid the hassle. Oh, don't do that. Don't, like... That was a match wasted right there. Alright, what do we got? Another blizzard coming in? I hope not. I hope not. But at least we'll have tons of cattails. Oh, yep, another blizzard. Fantastic. Put this torch away. That's not going to do anything now. And let's get that cattail. Let's get this cattail. And get to some shelter. But first, let's eat a cattail. And a couple more sticks. Some rishies. And some rosips. And now we'll just have to wait for this blizzard to pass, so I don't know. Hopefully it won't be all day. Hopefully it won't be too long. Draft Dodger's cabin. And I'm not seeing anything in here. So, no food or anything. Check this book bag real quick. Doesn't look like it. Anything here? Well, I don't think anybody's watching the stream anyway, so I think this is a good place to end it since we are safe for the moment. We're in a cabin, we're sheltered. We'll eat a couple cattails before we go. And I don't know if we'll continue this character or not. We may start a brand new Lord of Wolves character. That's what I'm thinking. Make it official now that Will has died, unfortunately, in Blackrock to Timberwolves. Alright, a few cattails and let's sleep for an hour just to get a save point. And then I will end the episode. So I hope that anybody who was watching had some fun. We did our best. You know, like I said, it was a bad run to begin with. I am not too disappointed that we lost our life in Blackrock. At least we made it there. And we did take out a few Timberwolves along the way before we ultimately perished to blood loss. But we'll try it again here. Let's sleep for 2 hours. So yeah, be safe out there, everybody. Have fun, and I will see you in the next episode. Maybe later on tonight, maybe tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow, though, for sure. So that's what I have for you today. Bye for now.